Hi everybody, Brian from Critical Skills here with a lightning fast video on how to do a simple scatter plot and a simple correlation calculation with a small data set of two variables. So I have 9 people and I have how many years they've played the game Dungeons & Dragons, and then I also have how many tattoos the person has. I have a hypothesis that there will be a positive correlation between years of Dungeons & Dragons played and the number of tattoos. So let's do a scatter plot first. So I'm going to grab my 2 columns here and I'm going to go Insert, Chart, Scatter. I can see just by the cluster of dots as it rises from left to right that that's a strong positive correlation. So we're going to click on plus and we're going to add a trend line. Now the other thing that we're going to do when we're in chart elements is add access titles, because this years played is the left-hand column is your x-axis, so we want that labeled, and number of tattoos here is your y-axis, so you'd want to edit that to the name or the title of your scatter plot and then put in the correct labels there. Okay, so let's do a correlation. So I'm going to click this cell over here and I'm going to go to Formula, Insert Function, and to find it, you C-O-R, and then you'll see it show up C-O-R-R-E-L in Excel. It'll say Array 1. So we're just going to drag the numbers in years playing D&D. Then we're going to click on Array 2, and we're going to drag the number of tattoos. And then we hit OK. And voila, we see a 0.929 or 0.93 correlation coefficient, or R. That's very unsurprisingly a strong positive correlation. Now let's go back over to our scatter plot and right click on the format, the trend line, and do format trend line. And then we're going to tick display R. So this is R squared. So in other words, you take the correlation coefficient squared, and that adds kind of a good statistical representation to the visual representation on a scatter plot. So it does need a bit of work to tidy up, but it's really straightforward to do correlation and a scatter plot with a simple data set. There's other videos on YouTube on how to do this, so I did this as a very quick guide. Remember, you do need to tidy up any sort of graphic you make sure everything's properly labeled. But I hope this was helpful.